what time it is and you know what day it is, so I hope you're prepared for the madness I'm about to bestow upon you, or at least for a moment. We'll see how well you guys can handle what we're going to be doing today. And I'm bringing back an old classic too, so we'll be ready to start here in just a moment. That it is time. Well, no time like the present. So let's go on ahead and get started, shall we? Oh. You want me to do that today? Maybe later. Oh, hello. Yes. Welcome to another episode of Drawing with Mad Mel. I am the madman himself, and this is my associate, the man. Now, he might look like just a plushie, but he's the guy that tells me, well, we'll just say he likes to let me know when he thinks that things are a little too dry, and then he wants to amp things up a little bit. Huh? Oh, he says that he's the main reason why there are asses on faces when things get crazy. So he wanted to be known for that. So, yes. I hope you guys are ready for something interesting today. Definitely thank you, Zatarius and Demetra, for coming again. And those of you that are new, stay with the show. It's a little weird, but it's worth it, right? He said, yeah, don't punk out. So, you know, this man's crazier than I am. And he rides my shoulder. He tells me things. Yeah. Yeah. You playing with a doll? He doesn't like that. He's not a doll. He's not a homunculi either. He is a entity of madness. That's what he is. He is a little entity of insanity. And no, I don't hear voices either, so that's what you think, and that's not the case. So, but anyways, yes, I hope you guys are having a great day today. He's going to be on my shoulder, and if the conversation today starts to get a little bleak, he might whisper something in my ear. I don't know. You know, because I am mad, and the Yes Institute of the Artistically Insane, I mean, you know, as me being the, not only the runner of the facility, but I'm also a client. So yes. Anyways, where did we leave off? Oh, today, my little monologue part. Let me get him out of my shirt. So you wanted to do that anyway. So yeah, there's some weird shit for you. So, hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing okay. I can't say that I'm doing too bad. I'm having a pretty good day today. So, we're going to probably be bringing something, an old goodie back today. Zatarius was sending me something the other day about a new idea to do for the show. And I figured, well, since I have to get that set up, why not bring back the old goodie? So, I got the jars back. Didn't lose them, but I got the jars, and we're going to be doing that today. If you don't know what the jars are, the jars of fate is basically a place, a person, and an action. But we're going to be doing something a little bit different with these in the near future. But But tonight, I get to draw from there and create some kind of madness. But before we do that, I have a character that I need to do a new design of. So you will get to see that just like I did last week or earlier this week with the character Kezma. I want to do something a little bit different. So we're going to go to the screen. And I want to get some new music brought up so we can start this. Yes. And we're going to have a great time. So let's see. Well, I'll do my little thing of what did Mel do today? Well, I had a doctor's appointment. Oh, hello. How you doing, Tyler? Thank you for showing up. And yeah, today I had a little doctor's appointment, and that went well, for the most part. And I can't say that I'm doing too shabby with that. Other than that, let's go on ahead and hit this real quick. We'll let that run. What's going to be after that? Oh, yeah. Okay. Nah, screw it. We'll let that run. Anyways, had a good day today at the dealing with that. Traffic wasn't too bad, so I can't say too much. Didn't see anybody get impaled today or see anybody get decapitated. So it's a good day! So, yes. So, like I said, I'm starting on a concept of a character that I've been working on. This is involving with the comic book I've been working on for 10 years, a decade. And I have quite a bit done. I just have to do all the grammatical errors and checks, and then it'll be ready to publish, actually. So, but I got to get this concept of this character down because he's kind of important. So yeah, that's about it for me. So what about you guys? What have you guys been up to? Anything interesting going on? Throw it in the chat. And if you're not logged in, you can't chat. That's the unfortunate part about this. So I don't get to control that. The overlords control that, how that's played out. There we go. Get that turned down a little bit. So I want to get him a nice little pose. There we go. We got both of the Tylers in here. We got two Tylers. Well, hello to both of you. Thank you for showing. And I hope you guys are ready for this because this guy is going to be interesting. Once I can find his actual fighting stance. That's it. That's where it is. Yeah, there we go. This motherfucker's gonna be it tonight. And then after that, then we'll dig around in the jars and pull out some kind of insanity. So I'm gonna make this easy on myself. Oh boy, there it is. Woo! Couldn't figure it out. I had those toddly hands. Couldn't get it. So yeah, what's today? What are we talking about today? Well, I'll tell you what. Sagat? No. It's from a different. It's not Sagat. Granted, that is similar to the fighting style that this character uses, but it's not. It's a homebrewed character for a. Let's just say I'm going to keep this project name under wraps because I don't want anybody. There's a select few that will know this, and I will probably do more on this later on, but as of right now I need this because I'm about to bring this character into the fold probably in the next couple of days at the rate I'm going. But I'll put it this way, this story will have everything, a little bit of everything in there for everyone. So it'll have some action, it'll have a little bit of a love story, a lot of suspense, a lot of twists and turns, good stuff that people want to read, so we'll have ourselves a good time with it. And then afterwards, I'll give you guys a little hint on what it is I'm going to be doing soon. So, there has been, or was the terrorist was telling me, an idea with, instead of just using the jars, I might do something with some dice. Maybe it was a nice concept. Somebody else was doing that for music, if I'm not mistaken, and it was an interesting idea. And I figured, why not? Why not bring that back? That was fun to do. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. It was very fun just not having to think and just draw something up that I can just pull from a jar or something, right? So I do like that. That took a lot of stress off of me. So I might be coming back to that, but I want to do it a little bit different, revamp it up, give you guys a chance to do something. So I'm going to put a post up. I know I keep saying that every now and then, and I get caught up in life shit, but today I'll probably do that here in a minute. Get to a nice little stopping point. I might do that before the show's over. Try to add that so you guys can have an opportunity to put like an idea in there, and then I'll probably make something. If I could get the wheel to work, it's supposed to work in this top, well, this area up here. It's supposed to be like a spin wheel, but I can't get that shit to work. So whatever, why waste my afternoon trying to get prepared? I can do that later. So yeah, no big deal. So this man here, I will give you his name, Chimera, and he is an assassin. He's also a client. No, not not that. No, he's not a client. But no, he's an assassin. But he's also the head of a assassin clan. So a clan of assassins, we'll put it that way. But he's not like a ninja. Okay, so it's not like a shinobi situation. But it's interesting. I'll give you a little backstory on him if you want it, but let me know in the chat if you want to hear a little bit about this man. Because I'd like to tell you, but I don't want to waste your time, though. If you're not interested, as the saying goes, are you interested? I'll just take one person. One person throw it up there, let me know. And if you want to hear it, I'll tell you. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to right click. Why are you right clicking? There we go. Let's hear it. Oh, okay. Well, he has a twin brother. They got separated at birth. He has the entire Book of the Dead tattooed on his body. He is what's considered a parallel walker, so he can walk through the plane of the living and dead in a physical body. Because he was born without his soul being attached to him, he had to have that attached later. That's like a big thing in the story, which gives him the ability to walk the parallel. So, the sad part about him is that every person he ever cared about has been killed in some shape, form, or fashion. And even the members of his team and somebody he cares about very dearly, they don't have a physical body anymore because of things that have happened. So he has to constantly put their spirit into a host body, and they can't stay for very long. So it's kind of a grueling situation, but they're always with him, but he can't physically touch them all the time because he can walk into their realm where they're at, but they can't be in his without a physical form. So he's kind of heart-wrenched and torn, especially the person that he loves very much. That woman is still with him, but she doesn't have a physical body. Not hers, anyways, because that's been gone for a long time. So, his whole thing is, trying to find peace. And then, of course, later on, he runs into his brother again. And that kind of sets the tone for the story, or at least a big portion of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for him. Kind of quiet, not a very loud person. Very dedicated to his training. Think of him as like Darth Maul without all the bullshit of Darth Maul, right? Okay, so now you guys kind of have an idea of who you're dealing with here. He fights. If you're familiar with Onikage, he's similar to Onikage in that aspect from Tenchu. He uses a form of like Kung Fu and Ninjutsu. So his hands are very fast, his feet are very quick, but he's also very dangerous with grapples. He can grapple you and fold you up and break your body. Really interesting man. His sword style is called Void Stance. He uses a dark, forbidden form of swordsmanship. Has been classified as too cruel throughout the galaxy, so that's the style that he uses, and yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah, so there's that. If you guys have any other questions or anything, I'll tell you as much as I can before I'm like, gotta wait, or gotta do the Patreon thing, which I slowed down on that for a minute because I got other things, I forgot, I also have, for most of you may or may not know, I'm getting married in May. So, sounds like a badass dude. Yeah, his brother's no slouch either. Yeah, his brother's no slouch at all. Kazakh, which is the main protagonist of the story. So, his brother's no shit either. Hey, look at this. Another coffee cup again. And it's clean, so don't think I'm just sitting here drinking out of slouchy bullshit. Go get your cup. I'm making some new stuff. I got a little caught up because of the weather and all that mess. But, yeah, go check that out. So, anyways, nice little plug I threw in there. But, yeah, they work hand in hand. The interesting thing is that they're both fraternal twins. They were born identical, so their fighting style, they can't hit each other. That's going to be kind of a little tease in there. They know their DNA is so in sync with each other that they can't hit each other in combat. Their first encounter, which is going to come in 2 more episodes I have, they'll have their first run-in together, and during their first encounter, they can't even put a hand on each other. So, and it's a damn long, dragged-out fight. It's like 60 pages of combat that I'm doing. So, the way that you'll know if the story is going to have a big fight or not, if it's 30 pages or so, it's all dialogue. That's just story, dialogue. Don't even worry about it. If it's over 30 pages, you're going to have a fight and a half on your hands for the story, okay? So, this is how I'm going to just describe this to you guys early, right? So, when this does come out and you guys can actually get a copy or see it online, you'll know what's going on. So, you won't be like, geez, this episode was longer than that one. You'll know why, because of that. But drawing combat is not as intense as doing dialogue. Dialogue's a pain in the ass. All I gotta do is draw someone standing and getting punched in the face and then thrown and something being snapped and broken. And that shit, I can do that in my sleep. I see that in my sleep. So, yeah. Thank you. I hope you guys will definitely enjoy this story when it's done. And it's like, well, you're always talking about your work and all. So, yeah, well, it's kind of hard doing all this shit by yourself. I'm not complaining about it. If I never change anything in the world besides, maybe being able to work or collaborate with another person with this. But, hey, whatever. Sometimes you gotta just do what you gotta do to make it happen. So yeah. Let's see. Motivational word of the day. Let's go on and get that out of the way while I'm doing all the line. All of this is just basic line work for him. Okay, so that's all. Drunken Master in the house. Okay, so Simon, I will explain what Chimere's fighting style is. He stands like he's doing either Muay Thai, or he's either doing Muay Thai or he's using drunken boxing, but it's a form of there's two forms. There's a form in Ninjutsu and Kung Fu, like Wushu. So the stance is very misleading. So he may have his hands up like so, but when he goes to do an attack, he might move into you and then high block you and punch, and then from here he might strike you down and then fist in the face. So he might do a lot of all throwing moves. He does things to telegraph. Word of the day is decapitation. Yes, and the word of the day is decapitation. The number of today is the number 5. 5 in decapitation is the word and number of the day, guys. So remember that. Yes, but his fighting style is more on that level. Hey, how you doing, Sean? Thank you for coming to the show. Damn, we got a whole bunch of people piling in today. Good stuff. I like it. But yes, that is what that is the situation with Chimere. He's very, very interesting. I think a lot of people will end up liking this character just because of his struggle and how he wants out of what he knows that there's something bigger in his life, but he can't figure it out. He can't find it. He knows that there's a block and a separation, and that's what happens with him and his brother when they finally run into each other and they meet. And then, of course, moving on from there, they both become space pirates, and then the piracy becomes more of a revolt. And no, it's not like Star Wars or any other stuff like that. Also, another thing too, when you guys read this, don't get too comfortable. I kill my characters, okay? I kill people, all. So you get attached to someone, they may die. And I'm not going, and that's just how I write. I like people to read my story, get close to a character, even fall in love with them, and then I just snatch them away from me. Why? Because I'm an asshole like that. And I think it builds a good story. I think it builds good characters. If you can build a character that you have an emotional attachment with that's not even real, like physically human, but you still have an attachment, like I don't want nothing bad to happen to him, you're doing a damn good job writing. And that's kind of where I've flexed my muscle with this a little bit, and Sam would go, oh baby, look at that. Now, here's the best part. He's got what's called the half sash, but this comes out from here, like so. This is what I meant by Onikage, because he's got that same kind of situation going on like Onikage had, right? So, if you're not familiar, get yourself familiar with Tenchu. Just the first two, Tenchu 1 and Tenchu Fatal Shadows, so you know who I'm talking about. And I gotta tatter that because he's wearing the tattered rags of the for this. There we go. There it is. Alright. Hot damn. Look at that. Sexy. Boy, that's sexy. Ugh. Yeah. Alright. Now we're going to move on. Next, we're going to do this here. We're going to darken that. And then what I'm going to do with number 1 is I'm going to bring it down. And I know you're wondering, why the hell am I going to do that if I just did the line work? Well, there's a reason. Because this is where I'm going to do all the finesse and all the vamping and getting everything in order completely. Like I'm not touching this layer again once I'm done with it. So I want to make this layer count. right? So this is where everything kind of just comes together. So if you're doing digital art, this is also good to do. I used to be very bad at making multiple layers, right? I used to think, man, that was so stupid, but now I realize, and I thank Asmodeus for kind of putting a little bit more emphasis to me about, hey, why don't you add an extra layer, And I thought he was being a silly man, but, you know, shout out to him for the help with that. And, yeah, so it really does work. So if you are doing digital work or trying it out or want to, definitely make sure that you give yourself enough, make some extra layers so that way you don't get caught off guard. Because a lot of times I made mistakes before that I've been like, oh my god, I gotta redo this whole thing, and that keeps you from having to do that. You can go back easily, but you want to also color coordinate them and do other things like that as well, so that way you don't get Don't mind me. It's dance time. Alright, so it's dance time. Start moving. You think I played this music just for my own entertainment? No. Yeah, see, I can have fun because I don't care. And I'm on camera. You guys get to see me like and I'm like this normally everywhere I go. This ain't no put on for just a show. Like, I'm naturally just crazy and don't care. I really don't. I don't care. Like, I just don't have that in me anymore. And that's fine. It's okay, Oh, I'll tell you this. So, I know over the past couple of streams I've been like, hey, don't, pumping yourself up. Don't let people put you in a bad spot, or people who have done things or whatnot. But I want to say, out of all of that, we're going to do something a little bit different today. We ain't going to beat up on or woog about that. Today, I'm going to give a shout out to the A1s. And if you're one of them, hey, this goes out to you. And not a lot of people get this, and I think it's kind of an unsung hero. But hats off to those that are like the diehard friends that stick with people when they're having a hard time. And or if you're dealing with someone who is, let's just say, some people are a little thick in the skull area. But, if you do have these people in your life and you're able to be an influence or be something special to them, hey, hat off to you, because that is not an easy task. And if you are one of those people, then this one goes out to you, because you're the person that tries to keep friend groups together, or try to keep everybody together, or trying to do whatever the case may be. But that's also a very taxing position to have, is to be the anchor. But it's also a position that not a lot of people talk about and get a lot of recognition for. Not to say that, oh man, I have to have, no, it's not like that, but it's good to say that. So if you are one of those people, hat off to you and a round of applause. I try. See, that's what you can do. You just gotta try. You gotta try. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you consciously know at the end of the day I gave an effort, that's all you can do. And I just wanted to give a round of applause to those. So, if you are, then cool. If you're not, and you're like, man, fuck that guy, whatever, screw that man. Look, I am not saying that to kick your ass or anything like that. It's just, if you're not doing that, then you might need to change how you are. And if you don't want to change, then that's totally fine. It's up to you. But sometimes it's like trying to keep several ducks hopping up on cocaine in a small pond. Yeah, it can be. I mean, I'll put it this way. It's difficult because if the people the people who are these individuals I speak of that are like the group gatherer or, you know, trying to be that person, it's hard because a lot of times, you know, you may not be valued. And I'm not saying valued like, oh man, you know, like how much do you think, not like that, but just like something in order of like, oh man, I didn't realize that this person kept everything together. Oh man, I didn't know, you know, that kind of stuff. You know, normally that's overlooked. Sometimes people aren't aware of that, or they don't have a clue, or they're just not aware. You know, everybody is living their life doing different stuff, and, you know, unfortunately not everybody can keep up with everything. But, you know, if you are that person and try to be the backbone for other people or try to be that friend for them, hey, you know what? I'm just saying good job and keep up the good work. Alright, that's all I'm saying, because it doesn't get said often, and sometimes it gets lost in translation, but you are appreciated. We do appreciate you, whoever you might be, and if you are that person, cool. And if you would like to be that person, all you gotta do is just be selfless and just try to listen to someone a little bit more than yourself. And even if you don't have an answer, sometimes just listening is the best thing that you can do for a person, because sometimes you don't have to have an answer. You just got to be good at just shutting the fuck up and just listening to someone. I hate to put it that way, but it's the only way I can think of how to put it. It's just being quiet for just a minute and letting someone speak. But, you know, it's not easy, and it's not for everybody. There's certain people that have that skill naturally, and there's some people who don't. And it's okay if you don't. Don't be like, I'm a sack of shit, I hate myself. No. You don't have to do that. I mean, it is what it is. Don't care what they think of me. I like who I am, and that's really all that matters. I will try to help them, but to an extent, as they don't seem to want even get better. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's good. You know, you try to help the best you can. Not saying that you can't change a person's mind once they make up their mind to do something. I mean, that's almost impossible unless if they willingly don't want to do what they're trying to do. And I get that, Zetarius, you know. You can only do what you can do, and it's good to try to help. That is what it means to be a human being. Is just try to help other people if you can, and you know, sometimes you'll get it and sometimes you won't, you know, and it's okay if you don't. But, you know, shit, you just, first thing you gotta do is be human to each other first. So, you know, what is that? If you can't do that bare minimum, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, just wanted to give a shout out to that, because I know that there are some people out there that may be that, and I just thought of it, like, I have some friends that, you know, and I'm not going to say their names, but I have some friends that I grew up with, and it's almost impossible for us to get together sometimes because it's just ridiculous. Now, things are getting a little bit better, but, you know, it's one of those things, like, if I do something, or if I'm like, okay, let's try to do this, then it's a little bit more umph into it, but I hate that. Like, why does that have to be the thing? And then that's when it dawned on me. It's like, maybe there are some people that are the rallier. They're the one that gets the whole team together. They're the one that, you know, and what really sucks is when those people aren't on the planet anymore. Boy, what happens to the friend group after that? It usually falls the fuck apart. That's the sad part. That's really the criminal part about all of that is that. It's not even just the loss in the friendship, you know, but just that, you know, that's important too. But I just wanted to say that, and, you know, if I'm always a firm believer in, you know, just trying to be better, guys. That's all. Just trying to promote being better, and I figured why not throw a little positivity. I mean, shit, you watch the news, you get beat down everywhere you go, so I'm trying to do something different. If you guys don't like it, I get it. You know, you might be like, shut up, Mel, I don't want to hear that. All I want you to do is draw crazy shit and thick asses and whatever else. I don't want to hear nothing about cheerfulness and all that stuff. I want brains and death and destruction. I mean, that's fine if that's what you're here for, because, I mean, that's what I draw. But, you know, I feel like that's, I don't know. I had a thought a couple of days ago, and I was like, well, I wish I could help somebody. And it just dawned on me, it's like, I have a platform. I have the ability to reach hundreds of thousands of people. Yeah, I mean, I main goal is to draw. Yeah, but I mean, I've heard over the years people say like, "Oh man, Mel, you really good at talking. You could do this or that or whatever the third." You know, I'm like, okay, but I figured, why? When will I be able to do that? And I'm like, I do this every other day of the week. You know, like I'm on here. When a person needs help and they're willing to try to let you help, try to let them help you. Yeah, I mean I'll get to that too. The willingness to help versus the pride. We'll talk about that because I've had to get over that. I had a pride issue where I didn't want nobody helping me with anything when I was sick, and I mean I'm still not 100%. I mean shit, having a transplant, you're never fully healed. So let's get that straight because I had to get that straight with a lot of people. Not that it was a bad thing, it's just I had to let them know the way that the doctors told me. Also, I got something I'm going to be doing to help other people out that I'm going to be working on, and starting in July, starting in July, I'm going to start working on these so you guys can possibly be a part of this too. I think it's going to be something that I wanted to do, so I'll tell you guys that in a minute once I get done with this. So when it comes to helping other people and having that stubbornness with it, what usually happens, and this happens to some people, not all, but there is a sense of pride in a person, especially men. Okay, and I'm breaking the lid off of this, so if there's dudes on here that get upset with this, someone needs to know, because I think this is the reason why as men we fail, because people don't have a full understanding and they don't want to listen to the fact that men have issues. And our issues are not as, well, just toughen up and get with it, because toughen up and get with it usually ends up with somebody, dangling around somewhere that they shouldn't be, or become a statistic, right? Because men deal with things differently. Our brains work differently, the way that we feel things are differently, and then our social status is different. Because, it's a lot of that pressure of, oh, you're a man, you should do this, you should do that, you should blah, blah, this, that, and the third. Not thinking of, well, maybe you have the information to do so, maybe you don't. So that gets lost in translation somewhere. But what ends up happening a lot, or what I've seen personally, is you'll run into an issue and it's like, oh my God, what do I do? How do I get out of this? And then it's like, well, of course you want to talk about it, because talking usually gets some help. They end up decapitating themselves with the DB. I mean, yeah, that's ultimately... I mean, if you want to jump to the head of the line and check out first, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. You got it. That's what I was leading up to, but we're just like, get out of the way. Feedback on, I'm ready. And then just get out of there. I mean, yeah, that's literally what's going to happen. They're going to punch their ticket because they feel like, I'm less than a man, I ain't doing this. Then the depression kicks in. And when the depression kicks in, there's the reason why I have this little shit here. Okay? Yeah, I like my little Enderman doll, but the depression is like right here. And I used that earlier, just like, oh, okay. Because it's always in your damn ear. It's always yakking. Yak, yak, yak. Something stupid. Oh, you're dumb. They don't love you. They hate. They do this. Yeah, exactly. Feedback care package. You end up with that on, huddled up in your truck or whatever, sitting there looking like a long-faced mule, and then you hear the bang and it's over. And then what happened? You're just hunched over in a truck, right, with this contraption on your head because you gave up. Now, I'm not saying that if you're depressed and you have these issues and that's going on to get... No, I'm not saying that at all. Because, I battle with it every day. I mean, hell, I was depressed 2 days ago. Slightly off right now. I'm like this all the time. But you can function. It's just hard. The only thing I can say for myself, especially involving with that, you have to... Oh, man. Hold on. Because I just realized I skipped a bunch of stuff. And now my train of thought got off. But, yeah, these people that do that, they're fragile. And it's not fragile in a way of like, oh, well, they're a punk or whatnot. They don't know how to talk to people. If you're a man dealing, and I'm going to get to females too, because the female part is even more cynical than the men. And this is the world that we live in and that we've adopted, you know. But and I'm talking about this because, you know, we don't talk about this. We don't as a society talk about it. It's like, oh man, don't speak about that. That's taboo stuff. Or that man, you don't want nobody to think that you're this way, right? How often do you hear that? Don't tell nobody. They're gonna think you crazy. You know, something wrong with you. That kind of stupid shit. That's ignorant mentality. That's just dumb. That's a dumbass. That's like a person saying, man, don't put no seatbelt on. It might decapitate you. As they fly through the windshield at 70 miles per hour, explode against a tree, right? How much sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's dumb. Like, what are you even talking about? But that's ultimately what I was trying to get at with that, is that, you know, it's okay to not be okay. That's really what it is. It's okay not to be okay, but that doesn't mean that you should just adopt that sick mindset. Evaluate your situation. If you're not happy with what's going on, or if you see that something ain't right with you, it ain't nothing wrong with talking to someone and getting some help. Oh God, here he goes with that. I didn't come here for this shit. Fine, that's okay. You don't have to say if that's not what you want. But there's somebody that's watching right now or stumbling upon this that feels hopeless. Or you might be going through something yourself and be like, shit, I don't want to tell nobody. Nobody would understand. Well, we do here, and we're not going to judge you for it, because all of us are dealing with something. We're all going through some kind of shit together. May not be exactly the same, but you know, if you're living, you're dealing with something. Right? I mean, that's just common knowledge. That's just process of elimination, right? So, you know, as for men, though, we internalize this. And then that breaks down our psyche. And then when that breaks us down, then we start having that whole, oh man, they think I'm shit. I ain't worth anything. I didn't get this job. They think I'm trash. I bet they're talking about me. I don't want to go around nobody because that's going to make me feel like I'm less than. What if someone says something? All these things. These are the things that go through our heads as men. Some of us, and there'll be somebody out there like, I don't think like that. No, because you're drinking, or you're doing drugs, or you got some type of vice that you're dumping your whole existence into, and that's where you get lost. That's where you get lost in that. You don't know who you are anymore. Yeah, you don't have a problem because you ain't you. You know, you're not who you supposed to be. But you know, and that's just one part of it, you know. But there's other things. There are many other things that go with that. This is nice. I like how he looks. Oh. But yeah, and what happens now, and I'll say this, that's one part of it with the men, and then it's hard also to be able to talk to other men, flood the house with facts. I mean, you know, if you can't swim, baby, get out, right? If you can't swim, get out. Punch a hole in the roof, climb out. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. You know, this is stuff that people need. This is what people need, and not in a harsh way either, because it's all about how you and that's right, Dimitri, we are in a mass society. It's about how you present it. You know, you can talk to somebody about anything. It's just if you come to someone you know, screaming and shit and pointing your finger out, you know, doing that, you're coming at them manic and crazy. Ain't nobody gonna listen to you. Talk to them in an easier tone that they can understand, you know. And speaking of issues that we all run into and that we all deal with, and I will say this is the conclusion with the men. This is where I will conclude with that, being a man myself. Only thing that I can say for myself, and I don't know about other men, but I think that we all think in the same aspect with this. We just want someone to understand us and listen to us without judging us because of the fact that we are talking about something in a human way. We don't want to, okay, well, what's wrong? And then we tell you, I feel insecure, sad, or whatever. I think we lost somebody, but I ain't paying attention to the counter. Whatever the case is, I feel sad, insecure, whatever the problem is. And then you try to talk to that other person, girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, your third, whatever your social situation is, right? So you try to talk to the person, and they may not know what to do, and that's okay if you don't. If you don't know what to do with the situation, we don't have these classes in school. What do you do if you date someone who's got something going on with them, like class 101, like you get college credits for it? We don't get that. We learn. Just like having a child, you just learn. You just hope they don't get decapitated by a couch or get their head chopped off by the door of the refrigerator, they fall off of something. That's how it works with children. You just hope your best that you don't go to prison for them dying over something stupid. And then what happens in society is that we try to work with people and we think just enduring is the way to do. You're supposed to communicate. And to communicate is to listen to someone and to also be able to hear another person. If you just only listen to what you want to, it's foolish to listen to that person. Let's see, what is this? Hell, oh, they may blow your brains out running up on people screaming like that. Then you're a headless goon with a body. I mean, that's basically it. I mean, you get it. But ultimately, we want to be listened to. We want to be heard. We want just an easy ear. Okay. Now, if you having the same conversation 7, 8, 9 times and ain't shit happening, then that's on you, right? That's on that individual. Then that's where you get the separation, okay? Because you listen, you try to be a good friend, and that's where you have to set a boundary for yourself. You can't, and that's ultimately where we were leading up to this. Well, Mel, how am I supposed to be a good friend and good listener and all of this, and then what if they're dragging me down? That's a good question. That's the catch-22 everybody runs into. I have a friend, I'm helping. I have a girlfriend, I'm helping. Okay, cool. That's nice. But then they start dragging you down. Then we got what is called, or like I like to call it, the crabs in the bucket. You got one person that's, oh my God, you reach down, they pull your arm off, grab your body, pull their self up, and jab their crab leg in your eye, and you're like, ow, help me. And it's like, screw you, sucker, I got out of here. And that's it. You're always left slightly handicapped, slightly broken. And that can jade a person. That can make a person just not want to be bothered with any human beings. I've ran into that. But that's where I challenge you to be a little bit stronger than myself. Because I had to cut people. I had to cut situations because it was just too much for me to handle. And especially when I was dealing with my illness, I had to back off of a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of situations, because I felt like there was a breakdown in communication between me and the other people in my life. So I took that decision and did that for my own well-being. Was it the best thing to do? I don't know. It seemed like it was at the time, but you just wanna. That's one of those things that you just have to find out as time goes on. So, and now we go on to the women now, and this is where probably a lot of people are going to leave, or they'll probably not be part of the Mad crew anymore. But females, from what I've seen, is not the fact of. You may identify yourself or your anger to a situation or a thing or a person or something, and it doesn't hold as much weight. And not to say that it doesn't have the weight. Let's get that clear first. I'm looking for something right now. I'm looking for that tattered brush. Let's get that straight first. I'm not saying that because you might deal with someone who gives you more psychological stress that, oh well, it's just that. No, what's going on is that you guys, females feel things differently. Females feel things differently than men. Men were kind of logical minded. We're just like, well, shit, we got to push this rock. Okay, well, I don't like you either, but we got to get this rock out of the way, and then we'll just work together and push it up a hill, and then be like, okay, well, all right, I'm going to go my way, you go your way, and then it'll be done. Like, we'll do that. Now, females, on the other hand, they'll be like, this girl over there, she with the blue hair or the yellow dress or whatever, she did X, Y, and Z to me when I was this and that at this age at this time and all that. Not to say that ain't valid. I mean, shit, if you got some type of trauma, that's fine, because you're never going to really let that go. But there's no growth, and the ability to grow from that is because, some women harbor things, and they harbor it just like you go into the to the shore waiting for a ship to come in. Like they're sitting there harboring that, and you can't really progress in life doing that. You know, you can't. There's no way to be able to move forward. You know, and then they take the trauma out on other people. Now, I'm not saying that it's warranted or that this happens to everybody, that every female is like this or every man. I'm not saying that, but there are people who are. And to say that these people don't exist is asinine. That's like saying there's no such thing as a homeless person. That's stupid. What rock do you live under? You know? So, yeah, it's one of those things. Like, we have to take a better understanding of each other. We understand each other to a degree that's dangerous. We know each other. We know, you know, you gotta take time to know people. You also gotta take the approach of, you know, listening to each other better. You know, women will listen to a female in most cases, not all the time, depending on how. There's a lot of factors. We'll put it that way, and this can go both for men or women. There's a lot of factors. Women, it might be the mood, if they're in the right mind space for it. There's a lot of different variables. A man, on the other hand, is just how much anger is he going to get, and if he's been drinking before he started talking about this, because he might be irrational and do something out of spite. And both are the same reaction, just a little bit different. The men will be more physical and ready to do something. Females not as much, but they'll do something more methodical. They'll hurt your psyche. They'll hurt your emotions. They'll do that. So you just want to be careful. Not saying that everybody's going to do that, but this is what we do as people. And then you get relationships, and then that's where that trained behavior comes into, well, screw her, she did this, or that asshole, he did this, and then you go straight for the vindictive shit, and then you wonder why is everything trash? Why does this happen? You know, that's part of it. Not to say that that's the whole thing, but that is part of it. But take time to communicate with each other. Learn how to talk. And you know, if you're with someone that you can't talk with, maybe you don't need to be with that person. Not telling you that you need to leave who you're with, but I mean, shit, if you can't talk to them, just have a simple conversation like, can you tell me where the sugar is at since you used it last? And then they get mad and they smash everything in the damn house. Cut that fool loose. Cut them loose. What are they doing? You know, like, what is happening here? And I'm not saying that you guys need to just go and leave your spouse or anything like that if you're with someone, but you know, it's everybody's got to take some responsibility for themselves, and we also have to take responsibility of learning how to communicate, and we also have to take responsibility, and this is going to hurt, teaching people how to communicate to us. Because sometimes we don't know how we want to be communicated to. Sometimes we don't understand what we're looking for. I know that there are days, I say this all the time, I can't get right. And that's a thing. Some days you just can't get right, no matter what you're trying to do. You can't get right. I can't find anything that can get me right. I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do that. Man, I smoked this. Oh boy, I was drinking this. Oh man, I was doing this, that, and the third, and just ain't nothing working. Now you might be like, oh man, that's soul sickness and stuff. That is a contributing factor, but you know, there are things. You know, those are things. You know, I hope that may have helped somebody, and if it didn't, and I hope it didn't run you away. But you know, it's something to think about. It's just something to think about. Just, you know, trying to learn how to communicate, and hats off to those that know how to a little bit better than some of the rest of us. They have a little bit more patience than everybody else, and those people are amazing. You know, and if you got someone that can actually do that or listen to you, I'll tell you this, having a friend is like having a gold bar, especially one that's worth a damn. Alright? We'll put it that way. I'm not beating on anybody, I'm just saying what it is. If you feel some kind of way about that, evaluate yourself. I ain't saying anyone. I'm just saying, having a good friend is worth his own weight times 10 in gold. Because this world ain't designed to have kind people. This world is not designed for that. It's something that we have to consciously try. We have to try. We are inherently bad by design because we are flawed. But, you know, we have to try. That's the human side of things. We have to try to be better every day. At least that's what I try to do. I try to be better every day that I'm able to live. I want to be a better person. But that's just my own personal thing. Yeah, that was good. I think that was good. I think we all needed that a little bit. If anybody wants to add something to it or wanted to touch on something else with it, go on ahead. The floor is open. I don't care. I like that. You guys really came in clutch on today's talking, man. That was great. And he's happy. He doesn't want nobody with an ass on their face. So that's great. I made him happy. So, you know. Now, the interesting part about this story is the enchanted earrings. Crystals, shards, that kind of stuff, you know. All right. There we go. Stupid hiccup. All right, now we do the hair. The hair is the hard part for him because he's got a very distinctive hairstyle that I did, and I want to make sure I don't screw it up, because it's kind of it's like a comb, not really like a comb over like you would think. This is always the hardest part here, is trying to get the hair to not clump, you know. Shit. It does this every time. Damn it. Alright, so I think the only way to be able to fix that is I gotta rotate the page. The whole daggone freaking page. Damn it. I don't like that. See, the first concept I did of him, the hair was a little bit different, but I don't like what's going on here. I don't like none of this. No, I don't want to do that either. No, what are you doing? Got this little keypad, this thing sometimes. It's like a shortcut keypad. This thing wants to be dumb sometimes. I think what I need to do is just do an individual brush like this one here. There it is. Chimera takes on more of the mother's traits with his hair a little bit. Kazak takes on the father's traits a little bit more with the way he looks. So that's how I divvied them up. Is Chimera's got more of the softer looking features of the mother, where Kazak's got more of the father. But just because he's got an androgynous look don't mean he's a punk. He's very dangerous. You know, the best way I like to put it is like, you know, you might would be like, oh, Sephiroth has got pretty hair and he looks some kind of way, but you know good and well you wouldn't be coming up to him talking crazy. Who's Sephiroth? You need to figure that out. See, you right there, the person that just thought of, I don't know what a Sephiroth is. You're a statistic, okay? You smell like burnt barbecue right now because this man has done some crazy mess to you. You're gone. You don't get a Christmas card. You don't get to pass go and collect $200. You don't even when they say who is this man, they're gonna be like, I don't know. I think it's a burnt hot dog. Look at him. He's charred up. Well, tomorrow's going to be kind of a sad day, guys, so we're going to have ourselves a brief moment before the end of the show. I'll tell you guys right now. My mother's dog, Zemeckia, she's at her end. We're going to have to go tomorrow, and we're going to have to put her to sleep. She's like 90 something years old. 97, I think, in dog years. So I mean, she's had a great life. Took really good care of her the best we could. My mother took very good care of her, so there's never a question about that. She gave her a sweet home, gave her lots of love. I mean, the dog's old, she's barely hanging in there, so it's time. But it's gonna be sad, you know. Had her for, I don't know, I think my mother's had her for like 10, 12 years, something like that. Much longer than what the dog's life expectancy is. So, you know, there goes again. You never know, you know, how long something will last as long as you take care of it. And she took care of her. She took care of her the best she could. And that's all that you can do, especially with animals and pets. Only thing you can do is just hope that you give them a good life. That's all that any of us can actually ask for. And actually, that's anybody could ever ask for in general. Just being alive, period. Just hope to have a good life. But, yeah. So that's a little sad. I might do a tribute painting to her at some point in the future. But, you know, try to find a good picture of her when she wasn't sick like she is now. But I mean, you know, it's age. She's having a hard time getting around, incontinence, you know, that kind of stuff. Makes you think a little bit, you know. I'm just going to go on and say this, how easy it is for us to put an animal down when they start peeing on themselves and shitting all over the house. You know, it's frowned upon to do it to a human being. Unless you strap them to an electric chair or shoot some bullshit in their arm. I mean, what do I know, right? It ain't like I've been talking any kind of sense tonight. Everything I've been talking about has been some kind of wild shit, right? Nah. But you know what I mean? And that's really grim. I think that's what it really comes down to, is some people don't have the stomach to be like, man, grandma's looking kind of bad. It's time to, you know, give her a shot. You know, some people don't want to think like that, and I get it. If you haven't been desensitized, man, God bless you. Boy, let me just throw this to the ones that are damaged in here, the real mad ones. Let's see. I got her on my birthday in 2007. Wow, that's a long time. Yeah, 2007. To 2007 to 2017, that's 10 years. I mean, shit, she was already at that time already almost on her last leg. And I mean, she made this far. That's amazing. You know. But you can also tell that she was loved because of that. You know. Because she lasted for so long. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. I hope that wasn't too forward, but I figured, you know, let everybody know, and that way she isn't forgotten, because she was a very sweet dog. So, but you know, so is life. Yes, he has purple highlights in his hair, but just in the front. Nothing else. It's just one part. Just the front bangs. Actually, you know what? It might be better just to make them blood red. Yeah, we're gonna make them red. Chimera the Killer. Let's see. I don't know, Graham. That hip isn't looking pretty up. Cock shotgun. Yeah, exactly. Well, when I come down in May, you can slap a collar on me and I'll bark like... Ha! That's funny. No, I got gummies that'll do that. And I don't need no collar. Oh no. Oh my god. Gonna shoot Graham. Oh man. Grandma's looking kind of rough. Yep. Get enough gravy, Grandma? I hope so. Like, I mean, is that Thanksgiving? Is that how that works? Just right there at the table. You know what, Grandma? Flick. You've been looking a little slow lately. Training day. Shoot her in the chair. That's hideous. I like it. I like every bit of that. That's where we need. That's where we're going in the future. You know. Bring on the gummies, yes, ma'am. Yeah, no, that's exactly how it's going to be in the future. They're not going to have no nursing homes. They're not going to have any of that kind of stuff. It's going to be, oh man, Grandma and Grandpa are looking kind of bad. Shit, I got those new hollow points. What are we going to do with those, man? Oh, Granddad, bloom. You know that. I mean, you know that sounds like the world we're going to be living in soon. It's like, boy, just keep watching those flowers, Grandma. Yeah, exactly. Keep watching those flowers. Man, those petunias are looking pretty good, Splat. You know, like, what are we doing here? Woo. Diabolical mad ones. But this is the world that everybody wants, you know. This is and you know what would be even worse with that is the fact that people would be fine, like they would I have a fleet collar ready for fleet. Damn. I don't think he's just mangely running around in the woods. Let me get something straight with the fleas, okay? Yeah, you brought back a suppressed memory. Okay, thank you. Oh no, why? What the hell are you eating? Stop. Everybody stop. I'm stopping. Why in the world? I don't even want to know why you would even have one. Why? It might be. I don't. Oh God. I don't even know what to do with that. Oh, I'm so happy we don't have to deworm humans. Or actually, I saw a picture of something that disturbed me so bad. I've seen people get crushed under stuff. I've seen people get chopped up in things. I mean, I can't say, and I'm going to say this is going to sound so bad, so don't be like, oh, you're a racist. But I've seen more Asian people get chopped up than a blender chopping up food. All right, I've seen more Asian people get pureed than anything in my life. Okay, thank you, Life Leak, for that shit. Not that we really needed that, but thanks anyways. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna get at that. Oh man, what happened here? There it is. He eats let's see. I like my pork chops raw. Yes, thank you. That right there. That right there. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Zatarius. That man that ate pork. This Florida man ate pork for like, I don't know, 5-6 years, and his whole body, they did an x-ray of his legs. And an x-ray is supposed to show your thigh meat and your shins to be solid black, right? Unless there's something there. They had white streaks through all of his fucking skin. That was parasites crawling in his muscle tissue under the flesh, right? That's sick. I said burn the man. That's what I said. I said burn him. Throw his ass head first into a fire. Shut that off. Like, sir, you don't even know. Who? Family member? What family member? No. You have nobody. Nobody cares about you. I mean, it's a Florida man. I mean, yeah. I mean, you're right. You are right, Duchess. And yeah, that's that. Listen, man, when I found out that that's what was going on in there, I had the heebie-jeebies so bad I almost caught myself on fire. I had this little bottle. Shit, I'll show you right here. Had this sucker right here full of alcohol, and I had this blowtorch right here, and I was ready to have myself a party. I was about to get the fuck out of here. I didn't want to see no more of that. Yeah, exactly. Deuces, boom, blow my ass the fuck completely away. Let's see. Man is trying to cosplay the Thing. Yeah, he's going to get the blowtorch too. Yeah, probably looking like he was from The Strain. Yeah, it's just all of it was gross. Just, God, I can't even. Shit. It was bad. It was bad. So I think I'm going to have to say goodbye to him. And all right, man, take it easy. Thank you for showing up. I hope you have a good night. Yeah, man, that was rough. I couldn't. It was just, you know, there are things in this world sometimes you run into, and it's like, oh my Lord, what did I just see? What did I just get exposed to? And that was it. I think that's what kind of started my whole downward spiral of late with me having problems sleeping. I think we just figured that out. I just figured out where my hang up with sleeping has come from, because I haven't been sleeping right since I saw that shit. Huh. Go figure. I'm starting to actually become more like a human being, and I ain't some type of monster that just can handle crazy stuff. Boy. Yeah, man. What a mess. Yeah, don't eat raw pork. I'll stop talking to you if I find out you're eating raw pork. Okay, I'm all about promoting being healthy and trying to live the best you can and trying to be nice and kind, but I will tell you this, no bullshit. I find out you eating raw pork, we do not know each other. Okay, that's no energy. You cook that shit. Okay, like that's it. Like I don't care. It's a delicacy. Stay out of my face. Don't ever talk to me again. You'll get him. You want him? You want him to come and see you? Or I could get that man. I can get that man up there, the mask. You know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, that man. Nobody wants to see that man. If I have to get that man, then shortly after that, Mister will show up, and then everybody's going to have a bad time. Raw pork, man. Boy, listen, watch the people that are around you. If you, and I mean this, guys, if you know somebody that's out there eating wild like that, but I love raw pork pussy. I like what you did there. I like what you did there. I'm sorry. I can't, man. I can't. That's too much. I have a limit. I'll start pacing back and forth and I'll lose my mind. No mask. Okay, no mask. See, the Duchess doesn't want me to bring that weird thing out. You know, that's the one thing I can say about the Duchess. She lets me get by with pretty much any kind of madness I want, right? And she can follow along with it. But that Fallout mask, that's a hard limit for that, and that's okay. I mean, that's a whole different type of crazy, right? And she's like, "Nah, I ain't comfortable with that. You can't wear that mask around." It's okay. I had to Had to tell a little bit. It's fine. You know, ain't no big deal though. I know the mask can come off being really, really unnerving. You know, not everybody is a full-on fan of the mask. So no medium rare chicken? No medium rare chicken. No medium rare chicken. None of that. No medium rare chicken. No. Oh God. Just the parasites from the pork, man. It just. If you really want to give yourself the heebs, go look that up. Go look up Florida Man Eats Raw Pork. Free for all. If I'm not there, yeah, like, you know. When you're not here or you go to sleep, yeah, I put the crazy mask on and do silly stuff. But while you're awake, no, I leave that alone. And see, that's how you have a healthy relationship. You find out where the weirdness is that your partner is not really wanting to deal with, and then you stop right there. And then when they go to sleep, then you bring out the weird shit and you go full force. But until you know. Now, like if you're running around with like a puppy mask on and the mitts and shit, now that's I ain't saying that, okay? Don't kink shame, Mel. Someone might be into that, okay? Well, you know what? If you are, man, I don't know, man. I am not chasing that ball downhill, all right? So. When they are in the eyeballs, it's terrible. Good God, I don't like that. No, they flopping around inside the eye. No, at that point, just shit. I'm gonna find the nearest cliff and I'm going off. Man. You can't talk, man. First off, if you got parasites in your body to the point that they're visible in your eyes. Look, whatever option you give me of well, this is what we got, and if it consists of fire and your body, I'm fine with that. I mean, I know the Duchess wouldn't be happy with that, but I mean, we both would agree if my body's infested with parasites at that point, yeah, fire is the only solution. Like that, I say that for anybody, you know, fire is the only solution. Oh, good grief, that's happening again. Yuck. I'm sorry, guys. Sometimes I get this little, like, queasiness because of that damn that stupid Ozempic. Oh, my God. Or there are people like the Liver King that eats raw bull testicles and milk and calls it syrup. Well, what queasiness I did have on my stomach now turned into, am I going to throw something out my mouth or not? Whew, and I caught myself. Oh man, that, there was too many things going on. All I could think of is that scene from Princess Mononoke where that boar demon had the things wiggling off his body, and I saw that underneath a man's skin, looking like he's shaking violently. And then you mentioned the liver and milk, testicles and milk, and my brain just said, I think it's time, and I had to stop. So, man, listen, I got a strong constitution, but damn it, there's limits. There are limits. Listen, if you are desensitized to the point that certain things don't bother you, the anti-nausea medicine, yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get that. I definitely have to get that before I take that trip. So, I mean, there isn't any other way around that. I'm just not, I don't know. Hold on. I think I can fix this. I think I can actually fix this. I think I know where I went wrong with all of this. Yeah, there it is. There we go. I was like, man, what in the hell did I just do? But I forgot to put the other lines here for the hair. Now we got some separation. Now we got some understanding. Now we got some definition. You know. I hope you guys are enjoying the work I'm doing today. Oh man, we went a little bit further than what I was thinking, but I guess good conversation, right? Or at least I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation. I did. I know I did, you know. So anybody have anything they want to talk about? Or, you know, another subject or something? Floor's open if you want to chat. Or if you want to type. I know typing is kind of the thing. It would be easier if it wasn't just, you know, oh man, I got to type. You know, I get it. I understand, believe me. I think that's the worst part about being a streamer, is that they're like, we need you to have interaction in your stream and people talking and stuff. And it's like, right, but you realize these people that are watching our content are probably not in a position where they can type. Like, I don't know. I know some people like to watch the stream while they're doing other stuff. Maybe they like to watch it and relax, just sitting on the couch, on their bed. They might be at work. Hell, they might even have me on while they're driving, which I'm not really a big fan of you driving and watching. But I mean, shit, you get it in where you can get in, right? I mean, I ain't gonna say no to that. Oh, did you hear that they successfully transplanted pig kidneys into humans? That's horrifying. That's horrifying. Believe me. Listen, I'm a man that had a transplanted kidney, and I'm grateful. So grateful for the person that gave their life for that, but my goodness, hey, do you, let's see, do I remember Rhonda? Oh, no, well, I think I do. Why, what happened to her? She passed away or something? Which would be sad if she did, but I think I do. She's kind of tall, right? Yeah. Man, you're asking me to pull something from like 15 years ago, man. But I hope I'm right. Am I right? Tell me if I'm right, Sean. Let me know. Man, that kidney, boy, that's got me, man. That's got me. Well, you got me slightly twisted up on that one. Ooh, wee. I mean, that's great for someone who, man, I don't know. I don't really know. I don't know. Like, something about pig parts in human bodies just don't sit right with me. It never has. Never has. It's like, it's the same, tissue wise. Okay, fine. And let's see. Hold on. She got hit by a car. Damn. Whoa. That's serious. Okay, yeah. Well, you guys, if even if you guys don't pray or whatever, keep her in your thoughts. I didn't know she got hit by a car. Wow. Okay. Well, that's sad. I hope she does well. Apparently, it's functioning just like a normal human kidney with no issues so far, but he does have to take a boatload of medicines. Yeah, I mean, probably the first year and a half, I had to take like 15 to 20 different medications because he's using a different species organ. My God, man, I don't even have a clue. Like, what kind of medicines do you have to take? Well, like, what kind of anti-rejection medications do you have to take? What we got here? Thanks, Duchess. Thanks for always looking out for me. Yeah. Send me something to help me out with that nausea. Oh, for those of you that may think that you want to be all my hot girl summer. I want to get that Ozempic and shit. Listen to me when I tell you. If you don't need that medicine, stay your ass off of it. Okay? For two reasons. One, it's impossible for me to get my meds because people want to screw around with this shit because they don't want to put in old-fashioned hard work to lose weight. Okay? So, that makes it harder for me to get my meds, so cut that shit out, please. On top of that, some people are getting sick. Like having gastrointestinal issues. Because they're taking medication that they aren't supposed to be having in their body. Ain't that something? Don't believe me? Check it out. They have medical reports about it. They even got a lawsuit that they're trying to do against Ozempic, Mounjaro, and all these other companies because somebody's dumbass don't know how to read or understand the topics at hand. What's this? I know someone who just had a stroke and died from Ozempic. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Listen, the medicine works for what it's supposed to. And I'll give you guys a little lesson on this without jeopardizing my picture. Ozempic works for people who have type 2 diabetes, that have an issue with their weight on top of keeping their blood sugar level at a sustainable level. Okay, I was taking 3 different shots. All right. Now I'm only down to 1. I'm almost completely off of that one if things keep trending the way that they're doing. Now, this medicine works with your natural body's insulin production, and it helps curb your weight by telling your body you don't need to eat. And it doesn't do it in a weird way where it hijacks your brain. It just makes you feel more full because, of those things. Now, here's the other bad part. Ozempic, Mounjaro, and all those other medicines, therefore, like that, they pull from your fat as well as muscle tissue. Okay, so if you're not eating a high protein diet, you're going to screw yourself up really bad, and that causes other health issues. And if you had other health issues compounded on top of whatever that you're dealing with at that moment, you're going to have a terrible time. And unfortunately, like you're mentioning, Tyler, with the person that you know that passed away, they may have had something else going on with them, and that exacerbated it and caused it to happen, which is unfortunate and very sad. I don't know if they were taking it because they needed to, and if they were, that's even worse. But you never know. These medications you have to be careful with. And the other thing too, which is also a hard thing, and I'm going to try to bring this up because when I bring this up to other people, sometimes I get the harumph. So I'm going to tell you this. You guys have to be an advocate for yourself when you go to a doctor. You have to be the patient. You have to be their colleague. You have to explain what's going on in your body to them, because let me tell you, baby, they don't give a fuck about you or what's happening. Okay, they don't care. They're there for that paycheck. But the one thing that you can get, and I have done this time and time again, when you can get the respect from the doctor, you have the doctor in the palm of your hand. Do you understand me? You make them understand that you're not an ignorant person, that you're not dumb, that you're well aware. Do the research. Google it. I don't care if you got to Google it 10 minutes before the asshole walks in the room. Let them know you're not dumb. Okay? Because what they're going to think of is you're like the other 30 damn people that they saw before they see you. Let you be 30 and then hash number 1. Okay? You got to be your own advocate. I can't tell you how many dumbass quackhead doctors I have had try to do shit with me because they thought that they understood what was going on and didn't listen to me. Last time I checked, my black ass has been in this body for 39 years. Last time I counted. And I may be off. I might be not correct. But I know what's going on in here when something feels wonky. Like a minute ago, I was talking about weird parasites running through someone's legs, and I felt like I was going to puke. And if I would have been like, I don't know, I just feel nauseous all the time, that I'm not helping myself. So let Mel tell you this. It's easy. Doctor comes in, hey, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm going to tell you what's happening here. This is what's going on. I've noticed this. This is what's been happening here. I've noticed that. I haven't been eating that well because of X, Y, and Z. This is what I think is going on. What do you think we can do to work to try to help this situation? What can we do to help with this? It's all verbiage. And that's the other thing too. You gotta tickle their balls a little bit because doctors feel like I put in as much work. I went to school for this. I did this. I did that. Good for fucking you.
You know, good for you. That's the direction you thought that you wanted to go in. Fine, you went there. Don't complain. Don't complain. That's like me sitting here saying, God, I wish I could draw. I wish I could draw. You know what I'm saying? Like, common sense, man. That's really where I'm at. I'm going to make it my life goal to reteach people how to have God-given common sense. Okay? Like, common sense. That's all it is. And that's all I'm doing. Mad Mel's common sense course has just begun today. You know, sign up. Get your free whatever in the hell. Learn common sense like they used to have back in the day. You know, but just talk for yourself. That's what I'm getting at. Talk for yourself. You gotta speak, and it's scary, yeah, because you're gonna feel like that. But look, when you tell a doctor, the biggest thing I've ever told a doctor, I said, listen, I have you as a part of my care team. Okay, you can take this verbatim. I have you as a part of my care team, and I feel that you are insert helping me, not helping me. I feel like you're not helping with my situation. Or I feel like we can do X, Y, and Z for my care plan. Talk for yourself. You gotta speak for yourself, guys, because they're not gonna listen. Ooh, Chimera looks sick as shit, boy. Look at this man. Ugh. Yeah, I like him. I'm liking this. All right, now we can go on ahead and go to the next layer. Will be the color layer. Actually, no, we're going to put some texture, some clothing texture on them. Ooh, well, hopefully that was helpful for somebody. I don't know. If it was helpful, cool. If it wasn't, hope it didn't ruin the vibe in here. But, you know, like I said, I feel like that's my role being here is to just talk, you know. Let's just talk. I talk with a little bit of art, shit, you know. That's the show. Same thing with painting. I don't know. I just feel like it's good to have conversation with you guys because, you know, other people are probably thinking the same thing. Ugh, boy, yo. Number 10. I gotta find. Let's see. That's how you've been trying to get your YouTubers' model hair to look? Okay. So you want like the red bangs and then the flared out in the back? More than the comb over. Well, we'll see what can happen. If you can use a PNG file, I might be able to help you out with that. I'm not sure. I don't know if we went over that before or not. Ooh, look at that. Oh boy. Yes, sir. I like that. Ugh. Yes, sir. Oh, yeah? You can? Okay. Bet then. I got you. I'll just draw a head, no face, use the hairbrush, and I'll style it up for you, and you tell me what you want, and we will go from there. I'll get you set up, Sloth. Don't worry. Ah, that looks like a Muay Thai elf. Yeah, it's Kazak's brother, Chimera. I did his picture. Yeah, he has an interesting fighting style. He's a yeah, man. I can't wait till I bring him out full force into the comic. He's something else. Do I want the fishy net shit? No, I don't. No, I don't. I really don't. I really don't. I want that to be something else. I want that to, yeah, there it is. Ah, yeah. I want it to just look like normal old-fashioned fabric. There we go. Alright, I've had about enough of these damn drums. This shit's good on my nerves. Hey! Boom, 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 boom! Yeah. There it is. Junai! Yeah, this is a little bit better. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Come together. Woo! Got a little swivel on that. Yup, yup, yup. Yup, yup, yup. Yup, yup, yup. Yup. Yup, 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 yup. Now, here's the funny thing. So I have to go back and find all the drow sigils that I used before, because I don't want to put the wrong shit up here and put some type of black magic bullshit on my character. So I gotta make sure it's the right stuff. And you're like, what do you mean by that, Mel? Well, we'll say it this way. There are some things in this world that you should and should not tamper with. And let's just say, I don't want to draw something that's got something questionable on it. Because trust old Mel here. There are some things in my journey of life I've seen that some things that most people haven't, and let's just put it this way, I don't want to do that. But I'll get it, because he's supposed to have those on his body. So before I fully finish this piece, I will have that on him. I'll figure out what I need to do or what I need to put for that. There we go. Oh boy, look at you. Oh yeah, hold on. I know what I can do here. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't want that on his face. So we'll start with those being part of the glyphs. There we go. Huh. Yes, sir. There it is. What do you guys think of the character so far? Do you like it so far? There we go. Nah, shit. Hold on.
Wait, her name?
Looks good, thank you. Ah, that's too large. Mirror me. I made that way too big. I have a certain way I wanted to do this. Galaxy, hey, how you doing? Thank you for showing up. Glad to have you. That's a mess. I don't like how that came out. Nah. That's trash. I'm not pleased with that. Alright, so we got that. I got that. Now, we're going to start the color process. So what I'm going to do first, before we start any of that, I want to color coordinate all of these right here so I know which layers are what. There we go. And then we'll start a new layer and bring that down, and that'll be our color layer. And then we'll do this as color. And cool. All right, now get to the cool part, and that is his outfit, which consists of a lot of black and gray. So I mean, it's not really much different than what we have here, you know. Besides, I believe I gotta figure out what I want to do color palette wise, because I don't think that much really changed. What's going on here? Can this not? Okay. So color has to be at the end. That's fine. I don't care. Put the opaqueness. Hey. 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 This is one of the newer songs I got. Yo. What is that build up? Hey, hey. There we go. Always a sucker for the techno. There we go. All right, let's see. There we go. I know this might look like it's just a black and white grayscale monochrome picture. Truth is that he just wears black because, you know, he's like the leader of their assassin clan. So I mean, he has to be, you know, he has to be the one. I mean, he's usually the guy going out anyways, because remember, like I said, everybody else is dead. Like, he has to do this weird unnatural shit to bring his squad out, and it's very bizarre. And that's where he gets Chimera gets a lot of flack, because he has to, lack of better words, have to kill someone to transfer their body into, you know, their spirit into another body, and it only can last for a short amount of time. It gets stronger as the story goes along, because he untaps like something that's, well, when him and his brother both get their untapped potential tapped into, he's able to do unimaginable stuff. To say that his brother and him, Kazak and Chimera, are like one stronger than the other, they're both strong and weak in comparison. Like, you know, they're both good at combat. Kazak's got a short temper where Chimera's a little bit more calm, but Chimera has a tendency to clam up sometimes, depending on his stress level, because, you know, he's dealing with seeing things in the physical realm as well as the parallel, both at the same time. So he gets to see spirit realm shit overlaid normal stuff, so he has a hard time just dealing with reality. But you know, that's one of the differences between the two. I'm being very vague because I'm not giving too much. In case if someone steals it, they don't have the whole story with everything. So that's why I'm very vague, because I've had people try to steal my shit before, and I'm not really a big fan of that. As much as I like you guys and everything, I don't want nobody stealing my stuff. That came out of my head. Get out of my head. Ugh. There we go. Woo! Got a gunk in my eye. Well, let's go over what we're going to be doing this weekend. Sunday, I will have the painting show. We will be doing that unless if something goes on with like weather or something in that order. Next week will be my off week, so I will probably be putting up like some time-lapse stuff. That is, if the world doesn't get destroyed on the 8th like everybody keeps saying it's going to. Whatever, you know, what are we going to do? I ain't feeding into that anymore. I'm past that. That's old. I'm tired. I don't even care anymore. If it does, cool. If it doesn't, cool. Whatever. But yeah, if we're all still alive, we're not like deceased because of whatever the hell they're talking about may or may not happen. I will see you guys the following week, unless if something changes, and I might, because I'm still debating if I should keep it the way it is. So far, it's been working out. This allows me to work on other things, so I'm happy about that. But yeah, I just need to be more attentive to making those shorts and doing other small little content things for you guys, so I'll forget. You know, so that's what's on my itinerary in the future. It's just working on those things and trying to get some stuff together, and you know, keep having fun, right? There we go. There it is. See, not everything will be solid black. There, see, some of it I trimmed down just a little bit, right? There we go. Then we give that little interlay there, right? And it goes as far as making the tabby red. There. You never see red tabby on the shoes or any other type. It's usually solid black. Ugh. And just to hear him kick someone and just hear that swack noise, oh man, I can't wait. I know it's just a character, but still, it's my character, and I think it would be great to just see him in action. Drawing him is going to be a lot of fun. Ah, beautiful. Oh man, we're almost out of time, guys. Hey, look at that. Dadgum. Alarm went off as soon as I said that. Ha! Go figure, right? Always alarming when we're having a good time. That is, unless if you guys, well, do you guys like me streaming every week, or do you like it every other week? I know some of you are going to be like, I don't care, do whatever you're going to do, but be real with me. Tell me the truth. Do you like me doing every other week like I have been doing, or do you prefer me being here every week doing the stream? I'm just asking because, I'm just curious. And it's okay if you like watching me every week. That's nice if you do. I mean, shit, I ain't gonna say that's bad. I just try to find a good balance and see what works. But I ask you guys because you guys give me the best feedback. And I said feedback, not feedbag. Still think it's funny to see a human being with a feedback on their face. I don't know why that makes me laugh so hard. I'm even chuckling to myself right now just thinking about a human being with a feedback on their head. Like, why? And it's funny because the whole premise of a feed bag is for like a horse. So, or at least I think it's for a horse. I don't know. Don't hold me correct with that. I'm not a farmer. See, give it to me. I'm sure places like McDonald's will introduce McFeed bags. Oh God, give it time. Yeah, Oh my God, I don't even want to think about that. McFeed bags, like they just huddle everything that you want in a feed bag except for the drink. And then they just give it to you. Fries, burger, all of it just in a bag. And you just sit there with this elongated shit on your face. And you just sit there just chomping. I would become a mass murderer if that was the society we lived in. I couldn't be around that, man. That would do something to me. I'm being real here. I'm not cracking a joke. That would probably send me over the edge. I probably couldn't be around that. I couldn't be around that. What's wrong with you, Mad Mel? Oh, I don't know. I'm sick of seeing these people eating from feed bags in the place where I'm trying to eat. Yeah, and what are you going to do if there's a child sitting in the restaurant with you and he's screaming and yelling? Because you know children like to cry in public places, right? So then you got little Timmy or Susan screaming and crying with a feed bag on their face. Huh? I got as much time as you need to try to process that. Imagine them sitting there. Can I get a mega feedback with extra shake? That's sick. I don't want any of that. That's a world I don't want to be in. If that's the world I end up living in, I'll be fine with them just turning everything to glass. That's fine. I don't even care. Here it goes. Just a bag hanging off their face jaw moving up and down. Big Mac sauce leaking from the side. Yeah, and then you would hear a bang and that would be the end of them. Like I can't be around that. Like I'm already hot right now. I can't even focus. Like I brought this upon myself. I'm sitting here. I can't draw right now. Like I'm actually I'm gonna have to stop. I got really upset. As a matter of fact, here we go. I'll tell you what. This is good. This is good right here. I don't know about the belt. But I'm going to put this as Chimere, and I have an idea of what I want for him. I might change up some other stuff, maybe not. But you guys get a glimpse of what he looks like, right? And just so that way you can, I'll even draw this so that way you get an idea of what his brother looks like, okay? So I can draw Kozak very fast. It doesn't take me no time to draw him because I draw him all the damn time. So that's literally... I'm not going to put him in the pirate outfit. I'll just put him in his normal uniform. Yeah, some of these songs you guys have heard from my shorts. I just chop them up a little bit. Like this one was not too long ago. I think this one was for Zippy. I think I used this one for her. There's my boy right there. There we go. Gotta put his back utility on him. Well, that sucked. I didn't mean for that to get that thick. And there's Kazakh. Well, at least as he's a enforcement agent. But that's his uniform. There you guys go. There's Kazakh. I draw him all the time, like 20, 30 different times in a day. So you see, that's how he looks, and that's how he looks. Like I said, he's got more of the father's face. He's got more of the mother's things, but they're basically the same damn person, practically. Just slight differences between the two. But anyways, yeah, that's this is the main character of my story that I've been working on. Literally called Chronicles of Kazakh, so, or COK for short. So that's what I've been working on. That's what I work on. This is part of the reason why I took the time off to do from streaming, because I work on this during certain times of the week. And I mean, I don't mind showing, but you know, I don't know if that's some kind of content you guys really want to see, is me working on a comic book. And if that's the case, I mean, I don't care changing it up. Don't matter to me. You know, I just enjoy doing it. But anyways, we're going to save these. Oh no, see right there, that's where one of them, that's where the comic was that I was working on. Come here, and I'll just say this is Kazakh, it don't matter. Oh boy, there we go. Ta-da. Well, I didn't get to draw anything besides what, you know, character designs, but, you know, this is something I am currently working on, so I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. So let's go on ahead, go back here, talk for a minute. I got 10 minutes. So I got 10 minutes of time. Thank you. Great show. Appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. Oh, he's got something. I enjoyed it too. Oh boy, he's having a great time. Anyways, yeah. I'm insane. No, I just like having fun. And I got to eat, as you see here. I made me a sandwich. I got half of it eaten, and I didn't eat the other half. But I'm going to in a minute, so I can sit here and take a break. So yeah, I'm glad that you guys were able to make it. Thank you. I had a bigger turnout than I was expecting. That was actually really nice. Yeah. Trying to think of something else to talk about before we get out of here. I think we talked about quite a bit of stuff. I hope anything that I said tonight, I hope that it was inspirational and helped you guys out. At least gave you a good show, gave you something good to watch. Hope I explained my characters pretty well enough. You know, I try not to give too much information, but I want you guys to know what's going on. And as for like the little Patreon thing, I don't know what to give you guys for what I want to, for the small little fee paid per month. I don't have anything that I know of that I can give that's worth, you know, the price of admission, besides being able to see the comic and maybe getting some art I don't give to everybody else or show. But I want to be able to do it more. But I want to be able to do it in a way that it doesn't, you know, I have a little bit more control over who's going to try to manipulate or steal, but I mean, I can't do nothing about that. Thieves are going to thieves, you know, and that kind of shit. But anyways, it doesn't bother me. I don't care. Loosen that sucker up a little bit. It looks orange. This is like dark crimson red, and it's like orange, like a burnt orange. What a weird situation that is. But yeah, had a great time tonight. That's all I can say. I had a great time hanging out with you guys, talking to you guys. Just I enjoy it. This is what I look forward to. My Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays, I look forward to this. You know, I don't know what you crazy guys and gals are going to say. I don't know what kind of crazy mess I'm going to do. You know, I'm over here playing with a damn toy, right? Talking to myself with a dummy. But you know what is interesting is I want to make me a little man to sit on my shoulder, to sit back here. It's going to be, you see how small he is? His head's going to be maybe about that big. Arms, maybe it'll be a little bit longer. It's not going to look like an Enderman. It's just going to be a big plushy thing. So that way I can just punch it and throw it around the room. And then, you know, use the voice modulator and shake him around in the camera. Harass you guys because I think it's fun. And I'll figure out what to do about the person, place, and thing jars with the dice. Or if I can get my damn wheel to work, I will turn that on and let that spin to win. Anyways, this has been great. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. If you like what I do, if you enjoyed the show, if you ain't subscribed yet, please do. We're almost at 150 people. I think we're doing great considering the fact that I don't promote my channel much because I don't do the social media thing because I'm doing too many things. So, but I thank you guys for being here, and I thank you for watching. I thank you for being the best part of the show. And just remember, as you go to this weekend, you know, be safe, have a good time, enjoy yourself. Don't take things so seriously. Don't worry about the world ending. We don't know about that. Stay hydrated. You know, be kind to one another. Stop worrying about what other dumbass people are thinking, because they're probably just not doing that well. You're probably doing better than they are, and the reason why they're being an asshole is because they want you to be miserable too. Anyways, I'm out of here, Mad Ones. You guys take it easy. Subscribe if you haven't already. I will see you Sunday. Stay mad like always. All right. See you around.